pain, it's the biggest teacher. So in pain, I'm like, why is this happening to me? And I just knew that it was going to be up to me to change it. And everything just started lining up when I decided that, yes, I am going to change and be open to receive love, which I wasn't doing. So that was lesson number one. I had a ton of love coming in, but my main focus was on the one person that didn't have it in him to give it, that I was ignoring the love that was pouring out of me and the love that was pouring to me.
And this is so common with so many women, right? You are one of the most loving women I've ever had the pleasure of meeting, and you pour that love into everyone around you, your kids, your family, your friends, strangers, and you do it so beautifully. Yet it was almost a depletion mechanism for you because none of that love you were giving off was coming back to refuel you too. I am Deepika Sandhu, the CEO of Soul Sparks Press, and I am so excited to welcome one of the incredible authors of our latest book that just got released, When the Universe Said Hello Back. Please welcome Mandy Mclaughlin. Mandy.
Hi, everyone.
I am so honored that you agreed and wanted to be part of this co-authored book. When the Universe Said Hello Back, it is packed full of inspirational stories of that moment when the universe finally got our attention. And I know you and I can talk about this for days, but it took a long time for you to actually listen to what the universe was throwing down your direction.
Absolutely. Well, one of the first signs that I actually realized I listened to is when I saw your post and I realized I had an inspirational story to share with the world, because I know what it feels like to feel helpless, to have heartbreak, and I knew that I'd overcome it, and I knew I had the tools that I needed to share and to help others.
You know, and you do it so beautifully in the book and so vulnerably. You share just so exquisitely the story of taking down your Christmas decorations and climbing up to the top of one of the 5 Christmas trees in your house, trying to finally take the time to take the decorations down, and you fall.
I do.
And you don't just fall, you fall in dog piss.
Yes, I know. I didn't, when I was writing it and we were like, I actually had never told anyone when I fell. I broke my arm, I broke my foot. At the time, I didn't know it. I knew I hurt something. And on top of it, I had my hair in soaking wet in dog piss. And it was just like, I'm never telling anyone that. And then when we get writing, you're like, no, that's really good. Like, and then you're in
Not
that.
good that it happened to you.
No, it was
but
awful. But in that moment, the universe not gently spoke to me, but was like, Mandy, how is this your life and why are you okay with it? And in that moment, to be honest, I was feeling like I was getting my life back together, and I write about it. Overcoming a marriage of 23 years to my high school sweetheart. Rejection isn't easy, and that's another part of the book that I help the reader get through that. And so yeah, at the bottom of the tree, and this, call my dad, and who's my hero. I'm still in denial that I broke anything. And then from the hospital room to everything, there's just been so many beautiful messages coming through that I finally was awakened and listened.
And there were so many times during the course of your marriage, during the course of your life, when the universe was trying to get your attention and go, look, Mandy, this doesn't seem to be going the way you'd like it to go. And we are all so good, and we talk about this in this book, we are all so good at ignoring the little signs along the way. So universe had no choice but to give you a giant big sign that you couldn't say, no, I'm still okay from, right?
And pain, it's the biggest teacher. So in pain, I'm like, why is this happening to me? And I just knew that it was going to be up to me to change it. And everything just started lining up when I decided that, yes, I am going to change and be open to receive love, which I wasn't doing. So that was lesson number one. I had a ton of love coming in, but I was just, my main focus was on the one person that didn't have it in him to give it, that I was ignoring the love that was pouring out of me and the love that was pouring to me.
And this is so common with so many women, right? You are one of the most loving women I've ever had the pleasure of meeting, and you pour that love into everyone around you, your kids, your family, your friends, strangers, and you do it so beautifully. Yet it was almost a depletion mechanism for you because none of that love you were giving off was coming back to refuel you too.
Mm-hmm. I didn't even know what I wanted in life. I didn't even know really a whole lot about myself. And through the journey, I discovered who I am. I love who I am, and I want to help others. And the more that I found that inner warrior that was inside of her, I wanted to help other women find that too, and men. And since the book's been out, I've received messages from men. I've received messages from so many people, and I have put Deepika through the ringer on fear of getting this book out of me. I'm just like her, and like sounds like a lot of authors, it's normal to stop and not do it. And you being on the other side of it, you were able to push me and say, yes, stop deleting and get that out. It's going to impact. And oh my gosh, from the first message I received, like from a woman saying, I'm more than a mother, I'm more than a wife, I've forgotten about me. And thank you for your strength. And thank you for showing me mine. And I'm like, oh my goodness, she's right. So now I've been really excited.
And this is the power of sharing your story, is that
Yes.
there's so many people who will see themselves in you. And you being brave enough to write your story is giving them their soul sparking moment to make changes in their own lives. So you're powerful, Mandy.
I love that you put me at the end of the book. I was so honored when you're like, Mandy's story is so rah, rah, rah. And that's what I am. I'm like such a cheerleader, but I had to learn to cheer for myself too and believe in myself and really dig into those beliefs that I had about myself and that inner roommate that I talk a lot about.
Yeah, tell us about the inner roommate more.
So she wasn't nice. And I had a whole, my yoga instructor called it an itty bitty shitty committee. And I said, boy, isn't that true?
The itty bitty shitty committee.
Yep.
We've all had one. And the chairman of that committee is
The inner roommate.
the inner
She's a
roommate.
total bitch. Like, honestly, I couldn't believe, like, what I was listening to all those years. I had learned through my mentorship and everything that I was studying that I can reprogram her. And Bob Proctor, I talk a lot about Bob. All the Bob fans out there, reach out, like, we can talk Bob for days. He said, even if you don't believe it and you lie to yourself, eventually you'll start to believe it. So keep telling yourself, and the more that you want it, you'll become it. And that's what's happened with me.
And it really does work, auto-suggesting to ourselves what we want to believe about yourself. So to quiet down your itty bitty shitty committee and your inner roommate, what was one of the things about yourself, a belief about yourself that you really had to change?
Well, I was scared I couldn't do this life without my husband. Like, I had kind of rode his coattails. Like, I was the wife, the mother. My life was living for them. And I realized I have no choice but to live for Mandy. And that I can too have a successful business. The more that I was discovering who I was and preaching it within my spa, I do own a spa and wellness center, I realized how important it is to talk about rejection, talking about feeling that 1 a.m. call. Like, that's where you want to call somebody because you have no idea what to do, but then you're hiding it from everywhere. And even for me to continue to learn more about myself, the coaching and everything, because it is about trying to be your own problem solver. And I've learned the skills and stuff like that to become the best version of myself.
And I love in your chapter, you say, I know that you say this a lot in your regular everyday life because we're friends. You say, you can do it, Mandy. Like, you're constantly
Everything works out for me.
talking to yourself, and everything works out for you.
Some days I walk out of work and I'm just like, everything is working out for me. And everything is seriously working out for me. I say it constantly. And anything that's meant for me has not passed by me. It hasn't. And I'm excited about life now. Look at me. I'm in LA. I'm with you. Like, we met. And that's one thing Bob Proctor taught me. He said, find someone that's doing what you want to do, which you're impacting the world. And who wouldn't want to do that? And find out what they're doing. He always says, if you want to be a pilot, you don't go down to the barbershop for advice. So really be careful where you're getting your information on where you want to be and who you're sharing your ideas with. And you've always inspired me. And I'm always listening to whatever she says because you're leading the way for so many of us.
No, thank you. Thank you. But you are so inspiring in everything that you do and in the story that you tell. And you truly are every woman. And when you walk out of your spa every day and you say, it's always working out for me, it's not that you're lucky. And it's also not objectively in your everyday reality that everything is always in your favor, right? It's not like roses are popping out of the ground with every step you take.
It takes a lot
But
of
you
guts.
have a belief
I have
that
a
it's
belief.
always working out for you.
And it is in those moments that I write that when you don't want to show up, when you don't want to go to the workout, when you don't want to go to work, when you don't want to go to bed, and you do it anyways, that's where miracles are born. That's when it happens. And so when you feel that fear coming in, I know a lot of us spoke about it yesterday at the event, on that other side, that's where everything is, that that juicy life, it's on that other side.
What is next for Mandy?
Well, I feel like I'm certainly being called into, we call it being mandied.
Oh, tell us, what is being mandied?
Well, my friends all say it's mandied, and it can be from, it's just a way, just like Eric in the Miracle Season, one of our friends. The me method. So, and I want to create tools, manifestation tools, different things that I did to help people overcome these beliefs that we have, programs, and that I can help other women and men too. And it's like me stands for manifest, evolve, manifest, expand, move and expand, move energy, because that's what it's about. So the ME really, and it all starts with me. So that's kind of where I would love to see it all go. And I don't know. And it's secretly, my name is Mandy and my daughter's name is Evelyn. So that's hidden in there because I do it all for my children. And that's the thing, when you really love your kids and kids see it, because we're always told through grief, and I was grieving, do it for your children. You'll get your strength from your children, but you actually have to do it for you. And the more that I poured into myself and the more the kids saw me, from being in bed, bawling my eyes out, to getting back up, to being here. And my son called me this morning and said, "Hey mom, you're a movie star." And I was like, "Oh honey."
You walked a red carpet.
I
Of course
walked the
you
red
are.
carpet, and my daughter this last night sent me a message. She's like, "Mom, I had the best day of my life last night." They're following me. They're living their lives, even young, having their best life. We're kind of save that till the end. It's like, no, do it now, and let today be the first day of your life. I add a word in there in the book, but yeah, let it be your first day too.
I love it. I love it because you're showing people who try to stay in marriages for their children that truly stepping into you, who you are, doesn't mean you love your kids any less. Nobody could love their kids more, I think, than Mandy loves her children. I've seen her in action. But you're showing them that the more you've learned to love yourself, the more you're loving them different, and the more they're standing in their own truth and their own power too, and living lives that are a testament to you and to all they've seen you do, which is phenomenal.
Do what you want. That's what I've always told them. Make your own decisions. I just let them have that control. And it's scary for them sometimes, but it's just beautiful to see them go after what they want. And they have their voice. It's something that I always held back on. So it's really beautiful to see my daughter, especially my son. He's got a little bit of his mom in him too, but he's going to kill me for saying that. But the people pleasing, the people pleasing recovery mode that I'm in, it's just part of it. And we just, one day at a time, get better and better for standing up for ourselves.
Well, I can't wait for you to write a book called It Starts With Me.
It starts with me. Oh my gosh, yes, I wrote that down last night because I think Nakia was saying that as well, another girl that was on the panel. I do, like I said, the next book would be called Let's Give Them Something to Talk About.
Oh, yes.
Because I'm from such a small town, and I was just so worried what others would think, about my separation. And it was just, a lot of it was all in my head. They really don't care, and we just hold ourselves back, and they really actually do care to help you. And you're thinking the opposite. But I do want to talk a lot more about love, and that's what it is, because that's even what it says in the song. So
I love it.
Mhm.
I love all
and
of
it
this.
starts with me.
It
Mhm.
starts with me
Mhm.
and get mandied. Who
Get
wouldn't want
mandied.
to be coached
And-
and mentored by you?
Yes. I ramble, not gonna lie, but Deepika said to me one, and it was the best the best support I'd ever received, that she loves my Mandy rambles, and I've been just like holding myself back from talking just because of the rambles. But to be your authentic self is where the magic also starts.
And this is you, and you are
I,
totally showing up as you,
yeah.
and I love it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mandy, so much for sharing your story and when the universe said hello back. It is beautiful, it's exquisite, it's inspiring, and
It's a
such
page turner. I have to say it is.
It is a page turner. I agree. It's such an honor to have you as part of Soul Sparks Press, but more importantly, to have you as a
Yes,
friend.
thanks.
So thank you so much for
Thank
being here.
you.
If you want to bring your sweepingly inspirational story to life just like Mandy did, reach out to us at Soul Sparks Press.